This is Jim Mann with Homestyle Southern Cooking. Thanks for having me back. I'm going to bring you another quick recipe today. I made a quick pie shell, which you have the recipe for now. And I had some canned blueberries in my pantry. So I thought, you know what, since I've got an extra pie shell, I'm going to make a blueberry pie. And this, I'm not going to make it fresh. I'm just going to use the filling that I have, put it right in the pie. That's one. Open the other one. Put this one in here. Now, as you can see, that looks kind of, it has a lot of fluid in it. So what I do when I use store-bought canned pie fillings, I take a little bit of cornstarch, okay? And I put a little bit of cornstarch over the top of it. Now, if you don't have cornstarch, you can use flour as well. If you put a little bit of cornstarch and then gently just sort of move it around a little bit, that will help if it's too liquidy for it to firm up some. So you can do it right in the pie shell. Okay, and I'm going to do one other thing on top of that. So far I've just had a pie shell. You can buy a store-bought pie shell. I have the 2 cans of blueberry. I've showed you all these before. I use freeze-dried blueberries all the time for muffins, for baking cakes, for waffles. They're fantastic. So I've got a bag of these, and I'm going to sprinkle these freeze-dried blueberries right on the top. And I'm going to sort of mix those in with it also. So I'll have, when I cut this, I'll have some big hunks of blueberries in with my mix. Okay? So, now what I'm going to do is, this is just plain water. I'm going to put a top on this. And when you're putting 2 pieces of pie crust together, if you use a little bit of water on the edges, the water acts like a glue, and it'll hold the other pie crust together. So I'm going to go around here with just a little bit of water on this, so when I put my top on it, it will help hold it down. Okay? And I rolled out a top earlier. We're going to take him. We're going to roll him right on top of here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to go around the sides of this and cut it pretty close to the edge. I tell you, I mean, I love cakes and I love brownies and things like that, but I guess growing up, like I've told you all so many times about my grandparents and my grandfathers and my grandmothers, both of my grandfathers were pie eaters. They loved pie, and I grew up with the same love as pie as they did. So I love pie. So what I'm going to do is I'm just sort of going to pinch these 2 together. More crust that than I want. Just go all the way around it. So I pinch the 2 together. And this one I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to take my fork. I'm going to go around the outside of it. Make a little indentation. Okay, I'm making these indentations all around my pie shell. Okay, and then I'll just make like a star in the middle. Okay, and there's my blueberry pie, okay? And what I'm going to do, my oven's set at 350. I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 45 or 50 minutes. What I have done is I took a cookie sheet and I lined it with parchment paper. I like easy cleanup. I could have just put my cookie sheet in case this overflows, but by putting the parchment paper in there, if it overflows, I just have to take my parchment paper out. So I'll put this down in the bottom row, and then I'll put my pie on top and bake it. So when this is done, I'll be back to you. Our blueberry pie has been out the oven, and I put it in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. It's cold on the top, but the bottom's still a little warm. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it so you can see it. Plus, I want a piece of blueberry pie before I go to bed tonight, so this will be it. Okay, let's get this piece out and take a look at it. And there we are. There's my blueberry pie, if I can get it off of here. And the most important thing is to take a bite of it. It's going to be an excellent night. I can taste those freeze-dried blueberries have plumped up, and they're like fresh blueberries. It's going to be really good. Thank you so much for joining me. Continue following me on Facebook and subscribing to me on YouTube. Until next time, this is Jim in Mexico saying you take care of yourself, try this pie, and God bless.